everybody, Josh and Tommy back at Watch Hill Proper. This week we are going to introduce you to a new company to us. This is Shortbarrel. Now you all may know who they are, but we've been kind of getting to know these guys a little bit. I think our GM Chris Ballou has gotten to know them a little bit. So they're out of basically Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. It says Norcross, Georgia, but it's just an outskirts of Atlanta. So we are going to review this expression of short barrel. Is called the Afterswarm, and it is a double barrel toasted straight rye whiskey finished in honey cask. So these guys are sourcing out of Indiana and Kentucky for the most part with all their stuff, but then they're doing a lot of different finishes. They're doing single barrels, they're doing blending. So they're kind of the, Penelope of Atlanta. Yeah. To some, some degree, like they're not having aspirations of distilling as far as we know, but they do have a brick and mortar where you can go visit them and do some tastings and buy their products off the shelf if you're in the Atlanta area. It's on the northeast side of Atlanta.
I like the bottle.
And then the other thing I know about them is that the Bee's Knees is their annual release, and they've done 4, 5, 6 of those. They do them once a year. So I would assume this is just kind of a play on the Bee's Knees. The Bee's Knees is a bourbon, an Indiana bourbon, I think usually, that's finished in honey casks. This is going to be a rye finished in honey casks. So they're calling this the Afterswarm. So we're going to hopefully be doing a little bit more stuff with these guys, and we might go down and visit the distillery or the brick and mortar. It's not a distillery, but kind of see what they're up to. But it seems to be, from what I can tell, pretty highly sought after. So I don't think this sits on the shelf very long. Any of these, I think they sell out of them pretty quick. So that's good for them. They've got a good following, and evidently they're making good juice.
I had one of these with Chris. I can't remember if it was the Bee's Knees or it was a pour of this. I can't remember. I think it was the Bee's Knees. I liked it. Yeah. It's good, so I don't know that I've had this before.
So what we know about this is 95.5 rye. It says that it's sourced from both Kentucky and Indiana. So we know Indiana is the MGP. Kentucky, we can guess on where that's coming from. We don't know percentages or whatnot, but this ended up at 116 proof.
Like that.
And again, it's been double barrel toasted and finished in a honey cask.
I did not get the honey at first on the nose, but man, you give that thing a swirl, it starts popping out of the glass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get it at first, but now I am.
Really?
Man, yeah, I gave it a couple swirls, man.
Man, I'm not getting the honey on the nose at all.
I did not at first. It gets there. I'm getting it.
I'm getting all rye. Typical evergreens, spearmint on the nose, the rye.
Man, dude. I just jumped into a honeycomb. Holy cow, dude. Hold that on your tongue. That is crazy how much honey pops out of that.
Mm-hmm. It really softens that rye.
Man. Man. Well, we're doing a little bit. We're experimenting ourselves with some rye and some bourbon. This will
and honey.
And honey. Bourbon and honey. This will make me have to experiment with rye now. We will have to at least experiment. If we can, there's a couple others. I think Troy and them are doing a pretty good job with what they're doing.
At Old Commonwealth.
At Old Commonwealth, I think that some of their releases, the Kentucky Nectar and that. This to me is different. The tasting notes are completely different. I've had Kentucky Nectar a couple times. The tasting note, this mid palate is it's like just stick out your tongue. Somebody pouring honey on it.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, Kentucky Nectar is a bourbon.
It is, but I'm just saying they're both trying to perfect that that honey
to
finish.
where it's not overly sweet.
Yeah.
But it's subtly there.
Yeah,
and kind of adds to
where this to me is a little more boom, more at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy because I kind of would have think with rye, you would think it would be more subtle and the bourbon would be more in your face. Now I don't know how long they
I think
let
they
it cure
I think
and
they
all
tell
that
you.
kind of stuff. But man, that's really interesting.
1 year.
1 year? Wow.
Yeah.
I think the highest Detroit did was about 7 months.
So they're saying that the whiskey is a minimum of 5 years old, and they finished it for 1 year.
Man. Yeah, that's well done. Man, trying to get off this finishing stuff. I keep saying I'm Kentucky straight bourbon only these days. Man. But there again, it goes to show if you do something good, if you do it and it's well done, they can even draw me back in because I've been over the finishing stuff for a minute. But man, well done. I may like this more than you do.
The rye itself, the underlying rye whiskey that's in there is good.
It's very good. I'm getting it really on the side of my tongue. The rye is really holding on. It's like, here I am. Don't get confused over this honey.
But then the honey's just kind of like sliding through.
Absolutely. Man, honey is just coating the top of the tongue, and the rye is on the sides. Has been like, I'm still the dog here.
Yeah.
The honey's not the dog. I'm still the main character.
Right.
But man.
But it softens the rye for me. Because I'm not a huge rye. I don't like the real like harsh ryes, that are like eating a piece of rye bread. I don't like it.
I'm kind of with you on that.
But this is softer. It's got that nice spice that I like from a rye. I love the finish of it. It really's got a nice hug to it.
It does.
It's not overwhelming, but it's just kind of hanging on.
Man.
But the honey is like, the more you sit here and let it just kind of sit in your mouth, the honey starts, I feel like I've had something with honey in it. You know what I mean? Like it's the honey's kind of like coated your mouth.
It does. It does. You bet the honey, but it's tingling, which tells me the rye is there.
It's still
the rye
there
is
for
still
sure.
making its presence felt. Yeah, man, I'm a fan. That's
that's
well done. That's
I agree.
crazy. A year. I think we did our first one for like not even
2 months.
Not even. I don't even know if we did it that because we all got nervous and we're like, we need to dump it. We'll get better at it. But this is well done. This is really good.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I don't know where your score is going to be, but I thought it was solid.
I forgot the nose already.
Solid.
I couldn't get honey on the nose. So I still can't get honey.
I didn't at first, but man, I really did after it seemed like it was right after I swirled it. But I get it empty glass too.
I mean, it's a solid nose. It's not crazy, like an 8-ish.
I would go, if I was scoring, I'll tell you all three of mine, I would go 8 on the nose. I would go about 8.4, 8.5 on the mid. And man, I would probably stay right there, 8.5.
Yeah, I would say that. I wouldn't fall off on the finish at all.
I would go 8, 8.5, 8.5. That's a big, big number for that whiskey right there.
Yeah, because I would have not anticipated a good score.
I would not have anticipated 2 of 3 being mid-8s. I would not have coming in.
Because honey is honey.
Yeah, but man, I think we're learning that as we're going is that, it's a lot of trial and error, and you're gonna think this is gonna be good because we did it different than this one, and then that one ends up not being good. So it's a lot of trial and error. So when you have a product like this that is so finished, and when they tasted it, they were like, this is what we were wanting.
Pull it, bottle it.
Absolutely, get it on the shelf because we know it's going to sell. We're not there yet. We're getting there. With our finished stuff, I think our straight bourbons are fantastic. But this, to me, I think this is kind of what you shoot for is when you taste it, you go, oh, wow. Even for the purist, they're still going to dig it.
Yeah.
And I did. And I really have. I really have gotten away from drinking finished whiskey. This is fantastic.
Well, it makes rye more approachable if you're not into that really harsh rye.
Yeah,
it softens it, makes it a little sweeter. So it's always, seems like honey to me should work better with a rye than a bourbon anyway, because it's just that contrast of spicy versus sweet.
Yeah.
And it's like, see what happens when we put all this together.
I think they hit it.
Yeah.
I think they did it. I think this proved your point, is that it works really, really well with a rye.
Yeah. So what? Oh, I'd say probably 8.4.
I would say 8.4 is a fantastic score for this.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I would go 8.4. I feel comfortable giving that an 8.4. I'll hand sell this at the club. People, I'll sell that bottle out.
Yeah.
In a night.
So I don't know this on like where you're going to find it. Like I said, we got it through distribution. This will be, I think I looked up MSRP is somewhere around 90-ish.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I've seen it on Sealbox for 140. And again, like I said, it's selling out, so it's not really readily available. So, you know, the retail stores that have the ability to price it however they want, they might be pricing this at $200 or something on the shelf.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it'll sell.
Yeah, I look forward to doing some stuff with them. Chris is on the right track, trying to do some stuff with these guys.
Yeah, they've got good palates, evidently, and you know, I know it's like three buddies that started the company.
Very cool.
They were drinking, and I think the story is they were drinking with a barrel broker.
Oh, is that right?
And they were like, I can get you some barrels if you want some barrels. And they're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
You know, and then here you go. So now they're kind of like, they're all in now. You
That's
can't
cool.
go back. You started buying barrels.
I like that. I love those stories.
You're sucked in now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so.
That's cool.
But yeah, so out of Atlanta. So I think Atlanta's kind of, you know, Fiddler's down there and some different companies are doing some good stuff. That's ASW is the other one. So, yeah, looking forward to more stuff coming out of Georgia.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's good. So
It's your stomping ground.
that's right. Right now it is for sure. So good deal. So well done. That's our review of Shortbarrel Afterswarm. See you next time.
See ya. Hey guys, I'm Tommy. This is Josh. We're the owners of Watch Hill Proper. We are the largest American whiskey bar in the world. We're located in Louisville, Kentucky. We'd love for you guys to come out and visit us. We offer, elevated cuisine, great cocktail list, and the wall is what people show up to see.
Definitely can satisfy your palate from standpoint of whiskeys, different bourbons, different flights. You can make your own, but we have wines, cocktails. Michael Crouch is our chef.
I was going to say,
amazing food. So we'd love to have you come out and visit. Join us for dinner. Join us for a tasting. Check us out on the website, watchhillproper.com. You can make reservations. You can see our events that we have on the calendar, and we'd love to have you.